group of first responders in Rockingham County might not be the first to respond to calls in the event of an emergency.
The Madison Rockingham Rescue Squad has been at odds with the Rockingham County Department of Emergency for 6 years. And it all comes down to not following the chain of command during an emergency. Our Cassie Fambro is here in the studio tonight after heading to Madison to investigate how this could affect people who might need help. Cassie.
Well, Katie and Neil, there is good news for people in Rockingham County. Two things. The Department of Emergency Services is fully equipped for any emergency that could arise, they say, and the Madison Rockingham Rescue Squad can still be requested to respond to those emergency scenes.
4425.
When an emergency call comes into the Rockingham County 911 Center, dispatchers can automatically send help. As of April 6th, Madison Rockingham Rescue Squad is no longer on that list.
Over a 6-year period, we've had 9 recorded incidents where there's either a written correspondence or a meeting that we've had with the administrative staff of Madison Rockingham Rescue.
Rodney Cates, director of Rockingham Emergency Services, explains those 9 situations included failing to follow the chain of command.
We have talked about incident command. That has been the focus of almost every meeting we've had, has been the focus of incident command. Their failure to comply with incident command or to recognize it.
For example, multiple agencies might respond to an emergency on the Dan River, like the tubing rescue last July. The issue is, who's in control of those rescue efforts?
Whoever the most appropriate person is who is command. But what should happen, those incoming units should check in with incident command, acknowledge that they are on scene, and find out what their assignment should be.
The suggestion that Madison Rockingham Rescue went rogue isn't disputed by the squad. In a statement, they say in part, many emergency responders possess, quote, type A or alpha personalities, and that when multiple leaders of that type come together in a stressful situation with seconds to make a life and death decision, everyone may not agree. Going on to say disagreements happen. We went to the squad's headquarters in Madison to try to get their side of the story. No one answered the door, but on social media, the group referred us back to their statement. At the 911 center, Cates says people in Rockingham County should still feel safe.
The patient's needs are always number one. Looking
at the 134,000 911 calls received last year, almost 75% of calls were for law enforcement matters, 14% were medical calls, 6% for fire, and just 5% for rescue altogether.
Fire departments have vowed to have an extra response if needed.
And Madison Rockingham's Rescue Squad, well, they're not permanently off of that list. If they make some changes, Cates is hopeful that they'll be added back to that automatic response list moving forward. Katie and Neil.